So here's the problem. We're going to let Caleb do it, but I'm going to let you guys figure it out. And Caleb, let's let them do it just a couple of minutes before. So first of all, the first question is, what do we want? What do we want in this case?
Well, we already just told them.
Okay, so we want future value.
Okay, go ahead.
Then think about, what do we have? What do we want?
Future value.
Oh,
We wanted future value.
Future value. What do we have?
9,674.
Okay. 9,674. Okay.
Did everybody get that? Do we need? Okay, let's go. Let's do.
Go to the next one. This is a different one. Your rich Uncle Phil promised you $500,000 in 40 years.
Now, assuming that you can earn 6% interest, what's the value today of his future promise? So what do we want? We're trying to find out the future value.
Actually, are we trying to find out?
We're trying to find out the present value of his fuure promise.
That's right. That $500,000 in 40 years is only worth.
Right now, it's worth $48,611.09.
Here's the question. Let's clear that. Let's work it backwards. 48, put minus 48,611.09. I think 611.
Oh, sorry.
Was it 611?
I don't remember.
0.09. So 60 years, or 40 years, sorry.
40
years. 1 payment a year.
6%.
6%.
Then calculate future value.
Oh, wait. You did 0.06%, so just 6%.
Oh, no. Do it again.
There. Calculate future value.
There you go.
499,999.96.
We're off by 4
So
cents.
can we back into these things too, just to kind of check them, check to make sure? Mm-hmm. And the answer is yes. The question is, what's the impact of compounding?
You can go ahead. Thanks.
Does compounding make a difference? And so generally, the shorter the compounding period, if you go from annual to biannual, or from biannual to monthly, or monthly to day, the shorter the compounding period, the quicker the investment grows, and the longer the compounding period, the slower.
So if you compound it only once a year, will you make more money or less money if you do it every day? Less money if you do it once a year.
That's
more
right.
money if you do it every day.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you the differences between them.
So realize the actual rate of return you earn is different than the stated rate. Sister Sudley's put money in a CD last week. The APR was let's see, the rate of interest was 3.99, but the APY was 4.01 because it compounded biannually. So she made just a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between the stated rate and your effective rate, or the APY. So the formula is this: it's 1 plus your nominal return, or nominal return divided by the number of periods, plus 1 to the number of periods minus 1. So question, which of those investments would you rather have?
12% annually, 11.9% semi-annually, 11.8% quarterly, or 11.7% daily. What do you think? Who wants the annually one? Nobody. Who wants the semi-annually? Nobody.
And
How about
why?
the quarterly? Nobody. How about the daily?
Okay.
Even though it's a lesser interest rate, we're going to show you how it's more.
Mary, could we get you to come up and do these? So let's pretend you've got $100 to invest. So Mary, can you do $100
Minus 100.
for 1 year? 1 year and one payment a year at 12%? And how much will you have at the end of that period?
$112.
$112. How much did she put
$12.
in? $100. She'll make $12. Now let's change that and let's make it to 11.9.
You like future value.
Oh, no, now she's made 12.25. Is our return higher?
Just a little.
Yeah.
25 cents.
Okay, now let's do 11.8, and it's quarterly.
And it'd be 4 times.
Now we're 12.33. Is it still higher?
Yeah.
Let's do fun. Let's do 11.75 monthly. We're going to add that just for fun.
Oh, 7.5. You're changing it. 11.75.
Monthly?
Yep.
So 12.
Future value. And you're 1240. How
Okay.
about 11.7% daily? And I'd use 365.
11.7%, and then 365. There's a 2 there. There's a 2. There you go. Oh, now there's a 5. There you go.
Okay, 1241. So you've got 12, 1225, 1233, 1240, and 1241. Can you put the cursor on this side over here? Sorry.
Right there, right there. Click. Did you click?
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Oops.
You want one more?
No, yeah, go
No.
back up. Sorry. And then,
Did you click it? I think you
clicked
did.
it.
Yeah, she clicked
okay.
it.
So again, here's the formula using the math. 0.12 divided by 1, 1.1 to the first power minus 1 is 12. Again, you can see the math. A lot of people have, if we can have the calculator do it for us, it just makes sense. And again, here is your $1. One payment a year, 365 days.
Whoa, sorry.
That's all right. We're doing good. Okay. Yeah, we're looking for periods. So if you can calculate n.
Should we do that now,
Yeah.
or how many has it? How many
How many have
the
the answer? Okay.
Only a couple. Okay, a few.
Okay.
Okay.
Calculate
Calculate
n. Notice how long is it going to take?
15.43 years.
15.43 years.
And this is on the quiz. Just so you know.
Okay. Oh, Mary, can you do me a favor? Can you take off the minus sign on present value? What happens if you forget to put a minus sign there? Just take off the minus sign. Okay, and now just put calculate n.
It tells you made a mistake.
Oh, type mismatch. So now, just put end here.
And
Click end here, right there. Now I want you to put a minus on the future value. Minus 2,000. Enter. Okay, notice you got the same thing. So notice if you put a minus on the present value, it works. And if you put a minus on the future value, it works. Generally, I like the thought if it's coming out of your pocket, it's minus. When it comes back to you, it's positive.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. You might put it on the other side, please.
There you go. Then he'll start
So
clicking.
18.59 months. I'll let you do one more. Okay.
Put it over here.
Atticus and Amanda
Clear.
invest $1,500 today. They want to have $2,950 in 10 years so they can go on a Hawaii vacation.
So the 1,500 as a lump sum means they're putting in a whole lump sum. The lump
Put all of it.
$1,500 in, all of it. That's what that means. They want to have $2,950 in 10 years. What's the annual rate of return that they will need? So what are we looking for? The annual rate of return. What do we have? We know that they're putting in $1,500 today.
So we have a present value.
We know that they have they want to leave it in for 10 years.
We know what N is.
They'll only get paid once a year for 10 years. And they want to have $2,950 in 10 years.
Notice
So
here
the
where it
future
says
value.
I. So we have the present value. We have the N. And then the other thing we do, so we have the present value, we have the N, and we also have the future value. So with those three pieces of information, we can calculate this.
So we're going to calculate. Wait, let's wait and see how many people. Raise your hand when you have the answer.
Okay.
Okay. So
And make sure the
calculate for
person
I.
next to you has the answer too.
Okay, what's the answer? 7%. Is that reasonable? Yes, that would be reasonable. That's about what the S&P is
Yeah.
on average?
Over the last 75 years.
Not today, not
Okay.
this year or last
You
year.
want to put the cursor
It's
over
more
on the
this year or
PowerPoint
last
side?
year.
Okay,
there
what
you
do we have? So 7%. I think for many of your investment plans, 7% is reasonable. At least in the US if you have a diversified portfolio. Okay, let's let Mary, thank you.
go. Okay, thanks.
Who haven't we picked on in a while? Aiden, you want to come on up here? First of all, if we ever ask you to come up and you'd rather not, just say no thanks. And I promise you it will be totally fine. Aiden, it's okay for you to say no thanks.
Come on up, it's not a big deal. We're
But-
really scary.
It's just, yeah.
Okay,
We want to make, and you've got lots of help up here because everybody in class are glad that you're up here and not them.
okay, so here's a new problem. Tyler and Tawny invest $1,700 today as a lump sum. So they have $1,700 that they invested. Yeah, you can click it over here.
Raise
Monthly
your
rate
hand.
of return. We're looking for the monthly rate of return.
Okay. So what is your monthly rate of return that they want? Yeah, 16.55. That's the annual, but 1.63. But the point is,
Uh-oh, something happened. Wait.
Oh, it's not negative.
so he figured it out. So
No.
calculate 16.55
There you go.
is
Good job.
16% a year. Is that reasonable? I wish it was,
Yeah, it's not.
but
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay, you're
So,
gonna
so
stay. Yeah, you're fine. you're fine.
16.55 annually or 1.38 monthly is not a reasonable return. I think for a diversified portfolio, somewhere between 4 and 8%, I think is a more reasonable return.
Even though this year it's been really good.
Yeah, even last
This year's
year.
been really good. And
Okay, we
last
got 2 more problems and then we'll. So, sorry.
year. Okay, so they want to triple their money. So John and Joy invest $500 in a savings account. What annual compounding interest rate do they need to triple their money in 15 years? So
Okay.
you have to listen to all the words, like annual compounding rate, $500.
So what are we
15
looking for
years.
here? 1,200 into a 12-month certificate of deposit which pays 4.4% and interest. How much interest will they earn if interest is compounded annually? So really this is a 2-step problem. First of all, you're going to have to calculate what their future value is. Then step 2 is you're going to subtract that what they put in and you can calculate the interest.
That didn't make sense.
We'll see if the problem does.
Okay. Well, wait. Yeah. Okay. So you're trying to figure out, so they invested $1,200 for 12 months,
So-
and they're getting 4.4% annual interest. What's the interest that they earned?
So
Compounded
how
annually.
many years is it?
1 year.
1 year. How many payments a year?
One. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's compounded annually. Yes.
Okay, 12 payments a year.
Yeah, one.
Oh, you're right,
No,
compounded
it's
annually.
one a year.
4.4.
Yeah, 4.4.
So what's the value of that?
So how much interest did they earn? So we're
So-
calculating interest.
No, actually, so we've got to calculate the
Oh,
future value
calculate
first.
the future value. You're right. You're right.
Okay, go ahead, calculate your future value. So 1252. Then step 2 is how much interest did they earn? So you subtract what they paid in there.
So they put in 1,200. They made 1,252.80. So how much interest did they earn? Ryan, you know. $52.80.
Okay, put it
So
on
they
my
put in
side.
1,200. They made 1,252.80. So they earned $52.80.
Yeah.
That's easy.
So the step 2.